40 days so fast. So we are at day 18, which is about focusing. Let me tell you, I'm going to tell you this right here. I ain't about to read this whole book to y'all because I don't even know the highlights, honestly. I have highlighted the whole chapter. And I'm going to just encourage you all to get this book because I just every day is Dan. Every day I'm Dan. Okay. So we're going to get into focus, right? So I like how she talks about marketers. So marketers are banking on the thoughts and images that they paint in your mind to cause you to buy their products and services. And you know that based on commercials. So they spend millions of dollars for a 30-second ad and they believe that ad's going to pay off for them in their business, right? But you should also know that God also has his own purpose on earth, depending on your thinking and the power of his people, depending upon the power of thinking. Okay. So, and that's the one reason he says you must be transformed by the renewing of your mind. And that's in Romans 12:2. Again, y'all, we talking about focusing. So hiding your thoughts isn't an option. Eventually, everything you harbor in the innermost corridors of your thought life will soon or later reveal itself to the outer areas of your life. So she gives the example, Cindy Tramp, of like hiding a seed in the ground and eventually it's going to grow, right? So likewise, God will both bring to light the secret things that are now hidden in darkness and disclose and expose the secrets, aims, motives, purposes of the hearts. And that's in 1 Corinthians 4:5, and that's in the Amplified. If you want to change your thoughts, you must guard what you allow into your mind and purposefully choose what you focus your thoughts on. Are you doing that? So, scrolling. Okay, you found my video scrolling, right? But what's the next video? What's the next after that? What's the next after that? It's a build. It's a build. And sometimes that build ain't positive. So you get with me, talk about the Lord, and then you may get somebody busting it open. I don't know, or a fight or something, or some tragedy. So you have to be mindful, of that trauma porn or porn itself, anything negative trying to chisel at your mind. You just have to really be mindful of your gates, right? So she said this soul fast is a time to eliminate distractions and destructive mindsets by fasting from negativity. And remember, we talked about that consecration, right? Life sapping thoughts and patterns, and create new habits of feasting on positive, life enhancing truth about who God is and what he says that you truly are. So I appreciate you watching this video because that's the path that I'm on. I really want to know what God says about me, who I am, but I want to know it in a deeper way. I want to know, like, I want to study God the way he studies me. You know what I'm saying? He knows me. Well, he created me, so he knows. He don't have to study me to know me. But as you study God, you're learning about yourself, right? So God encourages us to memorize his written word. And that's what we're supposed to do as Jesus did. So in Philippians 4:8, it says, whatever's true, whatever's honorable, whatever's right, whatever's pure, whatever's lovely, whatever's good, repute, if there is any excellence or anything worthy of praise, dwell on those things. What's the good things? Let me hear, like on the news. The news ain't never the news. It ain't nothing good. Dwell on good things. So I don't watch the news. I need to see some good, feel good videos, and then it ain't got to be about no cats. Okay. It's so many other things out here that ain't about cats. Little kid videos, innocence of a child, something positive, seeing a positive relationship, seeing a beautiful family. Those type of things is what we need to be focused on. Seeing God's images lived all the way out. Somebody doing something for her humanity. We always hear about these stars and all the credit stuff they do, but then let them go and give money to the poor, or let them go spend time at a hospital. They don't even want nobody to know. But it's like, that's what we need to know about you. We need to know your service, your humanity. Okay, so the characteristic that we'll be focusing on is authenticity. To be authentic. Let me say it that way because I'd be struggling with words sometimes. So to be authentic simply means being true to who you are, aligning every thought and action with who and what you were created to be and do. Nothing or no one should define you. It is up to you to understand who you are and live according to that truth. So there's a quote by Harvey S. Firestone. He says, accept no one's definition of your life, but define yourself, right? And so as I was reading this, I just thought about some things that I've heard. Someone this week said something, and it bothered me. I know they were trying to say it positively, but I don't define myself in that way. And so you can spin words the way you want to spin words and make you feel good about what you say. But it was a couple of things that person said, and I'm like, I'm not vibing. I'm not vibing. This is someone I love. And I'm just like, I'm gonna have to pause because you don't see me in the light that I see myself in. And the people you love, they may not always see you that way, and that's okay. But I don't need you to define me. You know what I'm saying? You can see me whatever light you are. You see me, but you don't need to define me. Now, if I'm doing something in the moment and you want to correct me in love, do that. But just to sit up and just give a definition of who I am, I'm not going to accept your definition. And I didn't ask for it, so excuse me. Yeah. So you've got to do that in your life. Unfortunately, there are children that have people that say, they have parents that may say something like, I wish you were never born. You're just like your dad. You're just like your mama. You just like that other person. Ooh, I can't stand people that do this and that. You don't need to soak in what they say, and you have to create walls around it. Sometimes you're living with someone that says negative things. You can't do anything about it. But for people that come and go in your life, I don't let people like that. I create boundaries. I am very limited in my interaction with you, and that's how I'm gonna be. Because you ain't gonna define me. I don't need your words because they don't give life. Would you telling me this? Do you have a way to solve that issue that you see me having? If you just telling me what my issue is, and I didn't ask you for it, then what we doing, right? So she says you are your greatest asset. Put your time, effort, and money into training, grooming, and encouraging your greatest asset, which is you. Be yourself. Never be tempted to become an imitator or another. No one is better than you at being you. We all have something unique to give. Do not compare yourself with anyone else. Dare to maintain your uniqueness and divine originality. Set the standard to be an example. Raise the bar. When you do, you give others permission to do the same. Let me tell you something about me. Ain't nobody out here like me. I am so me that I don't even care, Now, but I will say this. I don't aim to hurt people. I don't aim to say anything to cast somebody down, to cut someone off. I'm very loyal. I'm very authentic in who I am, but I'm going to be me. I'm going to give you me 24/7. Now you may not get all of me, especially like in this video. I may give you a little bit, but what you're seeing is me. And the way I'm talking to you, this is me. I'm doing this book. And anybody that knows I have a book club, and I will be saying the same thing if it was not to you all. I'd be saying the same thing to my group, the group that I'm a part of. That's just who I am. And so I want to encourage you to find out who you are, study yourself, and represent yourself as your authentic self. Because anything else, you ain't giving it, you're not showing people who you are. So accept no one's definition of your life. I love that. But maintain your God-given right to define and redefine yourself. We should be redefining ourselves, right? According to your understanding of who God is to be. And so John F. Kennedy, he said, let us resolve to be masters, not victims of our history, controlling our own destiny. But God said, anyone who intends to come to me has to let me lead. You're not in the driver's seat. I am. Don't rush from suffering. Embrace it, Jesus. Follow me and I'll show you how. Self-help is no help at all. Self-sacrifice is the way, my way, to saving yourself, your true self. What good would it do to get everything you want and lose you, the real you? What could you ever trade for your soul? And that's Mark 8:34. That's a drop the mic. I mean, that's it. Day 18. Everybody, 40 days so fast. See you on day 19.